Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex with Born to Compete, the #1 source for youth sports. Of course, we're talking high school sports right now, and I got one of the best that do it, man. Baseball and football, outside linebacker, power hitter on the baseball diamond, whatever it is you need, whatever sport you need, apparently. Probably he's good at checkers and chess, too. Josh Shuler from North Gwinnett. Heard you got an injury just a little bit a while ago. Tell me about that.
It was the first game of the season. I had my first at bat and hit it to the warning track, got me a basket catch over his shoulder, around the first, popped my hip, and then that was it.
Did it hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Did you scream?
I don't know.
Tell me you didn't scream, man. People are going to start looking at you, calling your name.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get into football a little bit. Obviously, we're going to talk about both sports because, you're a good player in both of them. Football-wise, towards the end of the year, you started getting a lot of playing time, and you were very productive on the field. Kind of what was that like? You tell me as a freshman getting out there and getting some good playing time.
It was definitely different because the skill level and the strength of everybody, everyone's stronger and faster, especially like playing against a bunch of seniors and juniors. So it was definitely a great experience. So I really enjoyed it.
Now, the last couple of games there, like you really took off. Kind of what was that like when you kind of hit your zone a little bit? They told me you were having some phenomenal games out there.
Oh, yes, sir. Just being fearless, really. You can't play a game of football scared, so kind of have to get used to it.
Okay, now baseball comes and they have you considered, I think you're the #1 player in Georgia for sure. If I'm saying that right, for your class, you're #1 player in Georgia, baseball-wise.
Yes, sir.
And then, top 10 in the country.
Yes, sir.
What was that like to get that information, man? I mean, did you go crazy? Did Dad take you out somewhere? Like, what happened?
I definitely went crazy. We were actually on the way to a tournament, and this showcase was happening, and it was like the top 40 players in the country, and I was like, Dad, there's no way I'm making it. And so once he told me that information after the tournament, I was excited. It was definitely a change.
So now that you go to tournaments, all that kind of stuff, right? Like all eyes are on you. So do you feel like you're getting some more heat or whatever, or like, people are challenging you a little bit more, and conversations are on the diamond? Like, what is that like?
I mean, I really don't try to change much. I just go about my business, try not to do too much, stick to the game plan.
Okay, so now you're injured right now.
Yes, sir.
What does that timetable look like for you?
I'll be back March 28th.
What should we expect when you come back?
Well, I was hitting super good during my inter-squad and tryouts.
Yeah.
And then first at-bat of the season, hit to the fence, so expect a bunch of hits. I'm looking forward to it.
Like, are we talking about like hits in the parking lot or hit to somebody's car? Like, what are we
Hopefully.
doing? Because I remember one time you hit the ball like literally to a parking lot one time.
Yes,
is that what we're looking for again?
Yes, sir.
So now you got a couple of offers out there. People consider you a good player, obviously a dual scholarship kid.
Yes, sir.
What was the first one like? And tell me about that. Was that exciting? I mean, I'm sure it was exciting, but what was that like?
It was actually after a USA tournament. Coach was watching me play, and my dad went over to tell me, and it was different because like it never happened before. So I was like, dang, I could start something.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got all emotional. I saw you get on, social media.
Yes, sir.
Put it out.
Yes, sir.
You praised everybody, and that's cool. So besides that, the first one, and it might still be the first one, which one like really stood out to you?
Probably Florida.
Why?
Just big time school, SEC, great competition.
Could you see yourself playing football and baseball down in Florida?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
In the swamp?
Yes, sir.
Going out, however many thousand cheering your name, getting ready to play, let's say Georgia or somebody in Jacksonville. What would that be like, man? From the baseball perspective and from the football perspective?
Well, a lot of coaches talk about the environment down there, especially because it's a college town, so it's crazy down there. Looking forward to games. College baseball is exciting in general. Yeah.
All right, now with your size, obviously you can play multiple positions on the baseball field and on the football field. You're an outstanding outside linebacker. If the coach wants you, he'd probably put your hand in the dirt and let you get upfield. You got the quarterback if you really wanted to.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what it's like on the football field. What's the big difference in football and baseball for you as far as how you approach it?
I really don't approach it differently. I just try my best at both. There's nothing much to it. Just work, and it depends on the situation, really.
Good. So next year, everybody's going to be paying a little more attention to you. Like I said, you're #1 baseball player in the state of Georgia for your class. Football-wise, everybody knows about what you can do. Obviously, you can tackle well, tackle in space. You play against the pass well. You do so many things well. What are you expecting out of yourself for next year, from yourself and from your team?
We just got Coach Bill Stewart from Mill Creek, and our players are going to be a lot stronger. He controls the weight room, so I'm looking forward to see what we can do offensively and defensively, but definitely on the defensive side.
The #1 baseball player in the state of Georgia, and of course one of the best football players as well, representing North Gwinnett Bulldogs. You good?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Take care.
This is where you can come to see the excitement of today, the great things that happen when you go to a football game, what it means to participate with your team. Your team is represented here.
This is one of the most amazing fan experiences you could have. If you're a college football fan, you must get to this building.
And let me tell you, man, this is one of the best experiences I've ever been in my whole life. This is the greatest thing ever, man.